So, myself, my current roommates, and my former roommate and I are movie buffs, and we like to watch different kinds of award shows, see different awards given to different kinds of movies, and different talents and different people who are involved in making those movies and seeing their talents and their aspirations and their work being rewarded for all the cool and hard work that they give to their movies. And we pay particular viewership toward the Academy Awards, or the Oscars, and it's kind of the more renowned type of award show, a little bit more than the Emmys or the, and the Golden Globes as well. But we like to pay a little bit more attention toward the Academy Awards and toward the Oscars, and to see just this big list of different movies, from different categories, from the technical categories and the artistic categories, all kinds of different people from all kinds of different movies over the most recent year get awarded different awards. And so when I lived with my former roommate TJ, we made a little competition out of it. And so we would make our own predictions for different movies that might win different awards. Like, I think he will win Best Director, or he thinks this movie will win Best Picture, so on and so forth. So we make our Oscar predictions. And then I think the first one or two tries, it was just for fun, just like, oh, I predict this one. I want this one to win. This will definitely win. Okay, maybe I won this one. Maybe I lost this vote for this movie, so on and so forth. And I think it was my idea to add like penalties to if you predicted a certain movie would win a certain category and that movie lost that award, then you might get deducted points throughout the competition, things like that. And at the end of the game, whoever had the most predictions correct won the game. They might get some kind of award, something like that. And all the other players would get their own penalties. And I think the way that we have been playing it is that each person in the competition, like TJ and myself and the other friends who are playing in this Oscars game, would give each other different penalties. Like, TJ, if you lose this upcoming Oscar competition, then you have to eat a slice of pizza that has all these veggies and pineapple stuff on it, eat it entirely, because he doesn't like that kind of pizza, and give him that kind of a penalty. And TJ will give me a penalty, and I'll give all my other different friends penalties, so on and so forth. And just to make it a little bit more interesting and actually add stakes to predicting which movies will win different Oscars, and adding stakes to losing in the Oscar competition, making predictions that don't come true in the Oscar award ceremony. And in this most recent, very weird Academy Awards season, TJ gave me the penalty to watch a very old Batman film, Batman and Robin, which is very difficult for me to say, but I'm a very big Batman fan, as Jessica is as well. I love the Dark Knight trilogy from Christopher Nolan. I just love the realistic and gritty and grounded vision that Nolan brought to the Batman universe. I just loved all those movies. And TJ's like, hey Aaron, if you're a big Batman fan, you should watch the older Batman movies. I also watched, I've watched just the Batman movie from Tim Burton with Michael Keaton in it. It was pretty good, and I liked it, and that was just good enough for me. And he said, hey, Batman and Robin, it's so funny, it's so weird, and it's so campy and cheesy, you should watch it, Aaron. No, I'm not gonna watch it. It's extremely cheesy, it's weird, it's awful in a critical sense. I'm sure some people watch it just for fun, but yeah, TJ, and his very funny and witty sense of humor, which he just doesn't have, gave me the penalty to make my first viewing for Batman and Robin, and he wanted me to bash this movie and give all kinds of negative comments to it, maybe one positive comment once in a while, something like that. But yeah, he just gave me the penalty to watch the Batman and Robin movie. In this most recent Oscar season, TJ incorrectly predicted, I think, like 3 movies, and I correctly predicted like 3 or 4 of them. So TJ and I were completely the inverse. He swamped the Oscars for the 8th year in a row, something like that. I think, to my credit though, I should get bonus points because I correctly predicted Best Picture, and this most recent year, it was between Moonlight, La La Land, and quite a few other movies. And kind of the way that things turned out, La La Land was announced, and I was really disappointed in that. I can tell TJ is very happy because he predicted that La La Land would win Best Picture, so he must be very happy. And then there was that slip-up with La La Land was misannounced as the Best Picture, winner. And the actual ballot came out, Moonlight won Best Picture, and I predicted Moonlight won Best Picture, so I was very happy about that. I'm sure TJ is very bitter about that, but I don't care. I correctly predicted Best Picture. This might be the first time I correctly predicted Best Picture, so in your face, TJ, I should get bonus points for that. But yeah, anyway, we'll just move on to this Batman and Robin first viewing and first reviewing. I have two cameras set up. This one pointed at the screen, so you can see what we're looking at. This camera pointing at us. We'll react to stuff. We're gonna just react to whatever happens. Maybe give our final thoughts to the very end. I'm gonna chop this up so you can get like the best reactions out of us or get the best reactions out of me. Just so it's not gonna be formal. It's not gonna be nice and really crisp kind of movie review. This movie is just dumb, and I really don't want to do this. So I just set up the cameras. I'm just gonna chop up all the really good moments and just have at it. So okay, Batman and Robin, here we go. It would help if I press play like that. TJ thinks he's so funny, but he's not. He's wrong. Okay, that's kind of a cool intro. Joel, you don't have to like that name, by the way.
Shomacher?
We'll go with that. Schwarzenegger, George Clooney.
Hey,
Uma Thurman, who I think is Poison Ivy. That's gonna be interesting. So epic and it's so flaw and glowy. Just show me the title and get on with it. Thanks. Now let's get on with it. Oh gosh. I've seen some reviews of this movie and I know some of the shots that are gonna come up. Oh. Close-ups on different parts of Batman and Robin.
Plastic butt.
And plastic nipples. Because that was a good idea. All these zooms into their gadgets and Batman getting himself all equipped. Here's the Batmobile. It's Bruce Wayne.
Hey, George Clooney could make a pretty sexy Bruce Wayne.
Oh, it's so epic. It's just that choir. It's amazing.
I want a car.
No.
Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone.
That's why Superman is lame. Just like this movie.
Hey, I would be jealous if I were too.
Do try and bring this one back in one piece, sir.
I'm Alfred. Okay, the beginning is cool, I guess. I got left behind, right? Is that his own vehicle?
Like Robin's vehicle?
I guess.
Don't wait up, Al. I'll cancel the pizzas.
I don't want him to cancel the pizzas. I like pizza.
Why does Batman eat pizza? It's not cheese pizza, TJ.
Who doesn't eat pizza?
So Mr. Freeze in this movie has a lot of ice and cold puns. One of my ideas to further torture myself was to drink like a milkshake or something and induce brain freeze. I've tried that a couple of times. It would hurt way too much from this movie. I'm already in enough pain on it as it is.
You look like you're in pain.
So Batman just, poof, there he is. Editing on this action is just weird. Kill them. So much cheesy fighting. People getting knocked out for no reason and flipped over for no reason.
You get the ice, I'll get the ice man.
How did hockey come into play?
Because it's an ice place and it's an ice rink now.
And they all of a sudden pulled out
hockey sticks.
What killed the dinosaurs?
No!
The ice age!
Stop it! Okay, so the diamond's getting all mixed up in this layer. Is this just a stupid ripoff of Temple of Doom? Of the first scene in Temple of Doom when that jewel is being mixed up in the frantic whistle and that anyway.
Oh, yes.
That's his control panel. I guess this is where Superman would be handy because he could eye zap the ice off of Batman's
I'm amazed to
wrist.
see you. Glad you're here to save my life.
Oh, Robin has one, never mind. Uh-oh, he's about to be impaled, right? Oh. Birds always land on their feet, right?
No, I think that's cats.
What's the difference? Who's that? The Silver Surfer, I think, from Fantastic Four. That's what this is reminding me of. Okay, now the movie feels a lot worse to me now.
That bad special effects.
And that reminds me of the Fantastic Four. Yeah, just use Robin to bash through the glass, right? Or thaw him out, that works too. If only that were liquid nitrogen.
Oh, look, a little lightsaber.
Now he's alive.
Do we get it?
You can get him?
May I present Antonio Diego, serial murderer serving life in prison and sole surviving volunteer. And what a charmer he is.
So what will it be? Death
By merely
or
drilling
exile?
3 concentric hole system. And now I add my
You have to
super
watch.
soldier serum.
What's Bane? He's getting a buff. It's
Behold, the ideal killing machine.
Is this
I
Frankenstein?
call this little number
I think you're right.
Whatever.
Bane
No.
Humanity.
I think this is more Frankenstein now. I feel like that should have been. I feel like they were trying to make that slow motion.
Trying to make all of this slow motion.
And it's like half slow motion, half not. But you can clearly tell that like her movements are not, but like
We'll shoot slow-mo still at 30 frames per second.
yeah.
You must learn to trust him, for that is the nature of family. I trust you, Alfred. But I shan't be here forever.
But why can't you?
Good night, Master Bruce.
I want you here forever.
Good night, Alfred.
A man can die off, a man can be corrupted, but a symbol. A symbol lives on, a symbol represents so much more. What symbol, Master Wayne? I'm quoting from a better Batman movie.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr.
This isn't a winter movie because this would make you feel far worse about it.
Bring on the snow.
With his mermaid?
You know, if that actually happened, our skin would fall out.
My sincerest apologies. Well, there's no apology necessary, Alfred. It's the first time it's happened in 30 years.
She's impatient.
I'm just gonna knock on the door now. Oh, okay. It's just adding some background I don't quite understand. You came all the way from England! Uncle Alfred!
Both my parents
You have
moved
a
to France
niece from
5 years
England?
ago.
Alfred,
Alfred's
what?
been supporting me ever since.
He has a secret life
secret sound?
that
Secrets
originates
are
from
a
England.
virtual prerequisite.
Which
Well,
is why
it
he needs-
explains him being
Don't you think
English.
so?
Well, he needs Batman to
break
protect
from
him
Oxbridge
against
Academy?
his secret life.
Alfred's alma
To
mater?
create another secret
the
life.
new
So
computer
Alfred has
science
like two
Two secret
alternative-
lives.
alternative
That's all the patch
identities.
on your sweater. I'm trying to find my brother, your uncle, Wilfred. He's the butler to the Maharajah of Mirajanpur.
Oh, my
Mirajanpur
brother,
is a 15
Wilfred.
court.
It's 2 hours long.
Oh
You said it was an hour and a half.
That was a rough estimate. I was just a half hour off. I was an episode of MASH off.
MASH is better than this. MASH actually has good puns.
Thanks, Alan Alda. You're the best.
Brucey, you and the exquisite Julie Madison have been going out forever. Are you going to tie the knot?
Marriage? Marriage. You wanna give me a hand here?
Marriage.
Bruce
You
and I
see,
are reckless
chaos
enough.
theory.
That's
With
most
marriage,
certainly enough for us.
so it sort of goes like
For now.
you and the girl's hand. It's like
Now,
put a
if
drop
you all
of
follow me,
water
I'll
on it,
show you
and,
the sun's
you can see
control grid.
chaos theory. And
You're allowed to help.
a little bit of Jeff Goldblum in there.
Mission need to
Oh no, their one weakness, perfume. Poison ivy, use charm. It's super effective.
3 million. I'll borrow it from you. 4 million. 5 million. That's a utility bill, not
Oh,
a
is
money
this when
bill. 6 million.
Batman takes
7 minutes.
something? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I called it.
The cave without it.
You two boys aren't gonna.
A cartoony whoop for someone falling over. Mr. Freeze is taken down. Movie's over, right?
Apparently not.
Halfway through it. What did I do?
I could have made that jump.
And you could have splattered your brains all over the side of the building.
We would
You
have
know,
liked
in
to see
circus, the
that.
Flying Graysons were a team.
Bird
We had to
brains,
trust
right?
each person to do his job. That's what being
There's a
partners
place
is all
where
about.
you don't wanna be, where people that die constantly and they never die in normal ways. It's preposterous, but still cliche when your drug dealer's aunt killed your mom in a duel by chopping off her head with a scythe in the pool. Well, they're not saying it makes sense, they're just interpreting the evidence. This is the plot to every television crime show, from CSI to Columbo, and I think you know what's in store. That guy we met in the first 15 minutes will come back cause you know he did it. I don't think they're trying anymore, and I'm getting bored. Well, there's semen all over the crime scene, so they lose a super fancy semen testing machine, and the DNA database gets a hit, but it looks like he might still get away with it. But the final piece of evidence totally stumps the bad guy's defense, and he breaks down in front of everyone and tells them exactly how it was done. This is the plot to every television crime show, from CSI to Columbo, and I think you know what's in store. That guy we met in the first 15 minutes will come back cause you know he did it. They're not even trying anymore, and I'm getting bored. And by the middle of the first season, murder is eclipsed by sexual tension, and I guess that probably happens a lot since crime-solving people are always so hot. But then a serial killer kidnaps the girl, and they promise to save her if it costs them the world, and they find her 2 seconds before she dies, and they hug, and they laugh, and they screw, and they cry. This is the plot to every television crime show, from CSI to Columbo, and I think you know what's in store. That guy we met in the first 15 minutes will come back cause you know he did it. They're not even trying anymore, and I'm getting bored. So bored.
Well, that wasn't fun. Alfred made a Jaws pun at the end. We're going to need a bigger cave for the 3 of them. Just when I thought Mr. Freeze was done with that. So I guess we were I guess I was having fun with the first hour and a half. Then the movie just kind of and crashed, and then it was the most boring extra hour or so later. Nobody needs to see this movie. Batman fans don't need to see this. Need to see this movie. It's like saying Star Wars fans need to see the Star Wars holiday special, which nobody needs to see. I don't know if I would throw this movie into the same category, but yeah, okay. I saw Batman and Robin from beginning to end, strongly regretfully. It was kind of a waste of time. You can have fun with the first hour or so, and after that's like, unless you're really good at just ripping movies apart, Mystery Science Theater style, then it might be kind of enjoyable for you, but I'm not that fast or witty or anything. I just kind of sat back and took it. So I apologize for all of that. I think watching reviews of this movie is more fun than watching the movie itself. Like, Nostalgia Critic and Stuckman have, like, nailed it perfectly on the head, and anybody should watch those and not this. So I did my best to, like, pick out this movie and make fun of it and things like that for the first hour or so. After that, it was just incredibly boring. Half of this movie could be cut out easily. Yeah, there you go, TJ. I hope you enjoyed this. I tried to pick this apart as much as I could, while I could still have a little bit of fun with it, I guess. This camera, the camera recording the screen stopped. The battery died. About 45 or so minutes left of the movie, so then I just let this camera stop recording until the very end of the movie when I can give my final thoughts. But yeah, I'll see how much of this I can cut together. This had better be a good enough, like, penalty to show for to TJ, because this was a pretty ridiculous thing for me to go through because of the Blasted Academy and only getting like 3 or 4 of my predictions right, including Best Picture. But
do you have anything that you'd like to say to the Academy?
Stop being so PC. Stop being so diversity fueled. I don't know what to say about the Best Picture thing, except for be more careful and pick somebody else to announce it. I'm not sure if I'm going to even watch this coming ceremony. I might watch the next Oscars, but I was really confused and kind of disappointed in this past ceremony.
More like, you're sorry that you got all of it wrong.
I'm sorry I got nearly all of it wrong, and as like each award was being announced and each category winner was being announced, and I was checking on my predictions, which I had written down. I was checking on TJ's predictions, which I had written down. Like, oh, I got that wrong too. TJ got it. TJ got that one and that one, and he made all these weird predictions that, like, how'd you even? You missed Best Picture though. So yeah, I just wanted to get this done and over with. I'm not going to watch that movie again unless I'm with Kyle, I guess, or unless I'm with someone who can make it fun. Otherwise, that's just not fun for me. I didn't have fun with this. I'm not that clever with picking movies apart. I'm not as clever as I'd like to be. So I did my best. I tried to pick things out and bash it, I guess, whatever that is, whatever I did. So yeah, that's a reviewing of Batman and Robin. I hope the viewers of this video, and especially TJ, enjoyed this. I'm done. Penalty done. I have nothing else to do with this. I'm not that funny or witty or crazy or anything. So, next awards competition, if or when I get involved in it, we'll see what happens.